viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to ChatGPT with myself, Connor and Phil. How are you guys doing over there? How are you doing over there, Connor, first and foremost?
Great, thank you.
Yeah, not bad. And Phil?
Not too shabby, mate, not too shabby. We've got some more ChatGPT fun. Connor's back with us so we can have even more fun with this as we usually do, because we've gone through it. We've been testing it, and it's been working really well, hasn't it?
It has been. It's been really, really good, especially when you give it a little bit of a challenge to actually make up something original on the spot.
That's the thing about it. This is what it's all about. And making it, because it's obviously, I think its database is from like 2022 or something.
Yeah, it's
so
21, 22, somewhere around there. Not exactly highly up to date, but fairly up to date, we'll put it that way. Okay, what do we want to actually get it to do then, first and foremost? Do we want to think up something of our own for it to do, or do we want to take one of the pre-suggested ones that's appeared on the screen right there? Make up a story about Sharky, a toothbrushing shark superhero.
Well, I remember we did. I remember last time, which we'll do as well, where it invented original characters. Oh god, that was crazy. That.
Yeah.
But how about we ask which is the best fast food joint? Fast food joint for burgers.
For burgers,
I don't know.
Okay.
For burgers, there we go.
Okay, yeah. Didn't we, me and you ask it something similar to this last time? Okay, he's going to give it same sort of spiel though, just about how, I can't pick one out in particular, but it's going to give you a load of suggestions, some of which a few of which I've heard of, but some of which aren't familiar to me.
A lot of American ones, they are.
Yeah. That's not very much good for some of us, but we'll just go with old Mackie D's, eh? Why don't we just go with that one?
Why don't we filter it down for say the best fast food place for burgers in the UK?
Okay, best fast food
Stop
place.
giving us fucking American stuff. God,
fucking
blimey.
American stuff, he said. He don't want that fucking American stuff, does he now, Phil? Sorry, I was getting as verbally aggressive as Phil's been today. He's in a very sassy mood, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't you, Phil? You're in a bit of a sassy mood today, aren't you?
Wimpy? Is Wimpy in... Wimpy?
Wimpy?
I didn't realise we had Wimpy.
Well...
a lot of them closed down, I think, but there are still around at service stations, I think.
Oh yeah, that's... Five Guys is not very well known. I think the closest one here is maybe Manchester. I think there might be one in Manchester, but apart from that, I don't know where else there is one.
Yeah.
There's one in Leeds.
There's one in Leeds.
It's very nice, just expensive.
Gourmet Burger Kitchen.
Yeah. I say Byron Burger I've heard of before, but I've never actually seen any outlets for it, so...
No, Lee is Shake Shack. Shake Shack's another sort of US one. Obviously, maybe it's come over here.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should be going out into town more often, keeping my eyes peeled to actually see. There's probably, I don't know, I probably walked down the street somewhere on numerous occasions, and there's probably just been examples of some of these lesser-known franchises around, and I've just wandered right past them and not even clocked them, knowing me, because I was just in my own world and all that. But maybe I'll have to check their menus at some time and see what they actually do. Have I ever told you?
Well, there's also the little individual businesses as well, which should be supported. The ones that do the little burgers like that, because some of them can be really good. Like there was one near me when I used to live with my parents, and they were basically a kebab place, but they did fantastic chicken burgers. They were actually pretty damn decent. Nice little chicken burgers there.
Support your small businesses, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose is the message to take from that there. Now,
That's what you've got to do, isn't it, at the end of the day? Yeah, because some of them do need the money, especially during the crisis that we had.
Yeah. Have I ever told you, Phil, about the sort of funny little anecdotal story of my grandfather on my dad's side of the family who had Alzheimer's, and the time he once went into McDonald's and asked them for a pot of tea? Ever told you that little story?
Oh, that seems familiar. It might have been something in passing. A pot of tea.
Yes. Yeah, typical old person story of not really knowing what they're doing, and then they wander into a fast food restaurant and think that it's like any other restaurant where you can just order friggin'
like a cafe.
Drinks. Yeah, like a cafe. Yes.
But I think McDonald's do tea.
They do tea,
don't they?
yeah. But
Yeah,
not,
because I know they've got the
yeah.
McCafe, haven't they? Where you could do like get your coffees and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think they do a tea, but yeah, they would do a pot of tea.
No. You can go in and order a pot of tea for 3. Nope, that doesn't work. Pot of tea for 2. No.
Does McDonald's have the trademark on the Mc?
Do they? I don't know.
I mean, I know.
Do.
Yeah, well,
Ask ChatGPT.
oh, right. Okay, let's ask ChatGPT
Yeah,
that then.
ChatGPT may tell us the
Does
answer.
McDonald's have a trademark on Mc? Phrase it like that and see if it understands what I'm asking. What? Yes, McDonald's does have trademark rights to the MC prefix when used in connection with certain goods and services, particularly in the food and restaurant industry. Okay, right.
Wow, MC Hammer is crying right now.
Well, I suppose he gets around it by the fact it says certain goods and services, particularly in food and restaurant industry. So if you were a restaurant owner and you suddenly decided to make your restaurant called, well, you decided to offer a product called Mc something, they'd probably have something to say to you. But,
Yeah, and they can get legal troubles, can't they? The Mc prefix. So it is okay. So they do have the trademark for that, but I think it's mostly for food
Yeah.
related products.
Yeah, because it would be pretty crazy if they had it for wider stuff out. Sorry, go on, Connor.
I was going to say I ran into this trouble when I tried opening my restaurant, McBurger King.
McBurger King.
Oh, did you get taken down? Or no, they let you carry on?
Yeah, there was a bit of drama with trademarks and things, but
McBurger FC. That sounds like a football club, doesn't
I
it?
went with,
That's the latest football club.
Subway KFC instead. That seems to be fine.
You ever hear the story about there was a guy, I think in Iraq somewhere, during the occupation of Iraq during the 2000s, who always wanted to open a McDonald's in Baghdad or somewhere, but he could never get permission from the company, so instead he had his own like knockoff version of it called Madonald's, something like that.
McDonald's. Oh yeah, that's what it did. Yeah.
That's a niche story again. Why am I full of niche little stories that probably mean absolutely nothing to anybody?
We always like a bit of niche story. The funny thing is, I think there was like one of their failed products. I can't remember where it was, but McDonald's released the Hulu burger, which is basically just two buns with pineapple. It was just pineapple in the middle. Yeah,
No
it was
way.
pineapple in between 2 buns.
Okay, that was a strange one. Yeah, that just made me think of another question we could ask it, still on the McDonald's theme, about can it identify some McDonald's meals that cannot be found in the UK but can be found in other countries? Because I certainly know that certain countries have their own menus and all that, so I'm just kind of curious.
Variations,
to see.
yeah.
Yes. Menu items at McDonald's can vary significantly from one country to another to cater to local tastes and preferences. Oh, as of my last knowledge update in January 2022, here are some available in certain countries but not the UK. Keep in mind they may change. Okay, so we've got a McSpicy chicken sandwich available in various Asian countries such as Singapore, Malaysia and India. Okay.
No. McDonald's McDonald's here do a McSpicy sort of range. They have done
Okay.
before, so I don't. Yeah, I have seen some.
See Phil
McSpicy.
Sass coming out there.
Yeah, here comes the sass. Don't contradict Phil when it comes to McDonald's, Connor. He'll take you to task over it, won't you, Phil?
No, because I don't really know that much about
okay.
McDonald's. But I know there's been spicy chicken.
You're not a connoisseur of the Mackie D's and all that.
No, I'm not. I'm not really a fast food person, me.
No. What about a McRice burger? Burger with rice patties instead of buns, popular in countries like the Philippines and Singapore. Okay, that sounds more niche, I guess. Poutine in Canada. Of course.
Yeah, because that's a very famous dish over there, isn't it?
Yeah. Teriyaki burger found in McDonald's menus in Japan. Teriyaki flavoured sauce. I mean, yeah, sounds good. Mozzarella sticks, deep fried cheese sticks available in some McDonald's in the
Yeah,
United
we don't get
States.
those here.
Not really,
Yeah, it's
no.
a very big thing over there, mozzarella sticks.
They're like a limited item. I'm sure I've got mozzarella sticks from McDonald's before.
Yeah, well, maybe they did come over briefly. Yeah, that would be interesting. McFlurry varieties, different unique McFlurry flavours such as green tea McFlurry in Japan or Cadbury cream egg McFlurry. I like how the question was once found not in the UK, and it's given an example from the UK, which I think it got a bit confused there, but sure. And a McAloo Tiki burger, vegetarian burger featuring a spicy potato-based patty available in India. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, they have to change things for Indian McDonald's because obviously it's something they can't have over there. Because I know that a lot of the stuff we get in McDonald's have bacon and
Yeah, I suppose for Middle Eastern countries you wouldn't be able to use any sort of pig-based meat. Whereas I was thinking like
Yeah, I always
India,
wondered that
Yeah.
obviously in the Muslim religion, they don't like eating pork. And I did have a Muslim friend, and I asked him what is the reason you can't have pigs and related pork, and apparently the reason is because they view pigs as dirty animals,
Okay.
and because the fact that they're rolling in mud all
Oh, I
day
see, yeah.
and things like that, they feel it's against their religion, and that's why because they view in the Islamic religion, pigs are viewed as very, very dirty animals. So they feel they don't want to,
Eat them.
sour their taste buds with all the dirt and mud from the pigs rolling around.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I know obviously in like India, typically, if you're of the Hindu faith, then you don't eat any like meat taken from a cow or anything like that, because obviously cows.
Yeah, it's
are seen
cow
as
for
holy.
Hindus.
Yeah, that's obviously for a different reason. Whereas I think cows are sort of sacred animals and all that. So yeah, it's always interesting how. I guess they adapt to different cultures and things like that. Right, what else shall we ask it or get it to do?
What do you think, Connor?
Oh,
You got any some things you want to ask our friendly bot?
Let's put the
what
pressure on
the
Connor.
best video game in 2013 was?
Ooh. What was
Gonna
the
get that. Oh, hopefully that will test its memory banks.
What was the best video game in 2013? Let's have a look.
Here we
Determining the best video game is subjective and can vary based on personal preferences. However, a game that received widespread acclaim in 2013 was The Last of Us.
Yes, The Last of Us.
Yeah, but it's also given some other notable honourable mentions: Grand Theft Auto 5, Bioshock Infinite, Tomb Raider, Super Mario 3D World, and Papers, Please. Nice.
Oh God,
selection there.
yeah. I forgot. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 was first released in 2013 for the original PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and now look at it. It's just
Yeah, that's a
all
pretty
over
good
the
year
shop.
for games, looking at it.
Yeah. Still need to play the Bioshock games though myself.
You'd enjoy them.
Yeah.
They're very good.
I keep saying I'll get around to them, and then I never do. So I need to really just get myself in gear and actually play them. Yes. Okay, what should we ask it next then? Maybe it's story time, perhaps, or leave that a bit later.
Yeah, no, we can try story time.
Okay. Yes.
So what we do? So with this, we get a story with 3 characters, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, since we've now got Connor, we can do 3 characters. So what we do, Connor, is we'll count down from 3 to 1, and the first person that comes into your head. All right. So it can either be a video game character, movie character, someone in real life, and just mix them together. Because we once did a romance story. If you looked at featuring Liz Truss and Rayman.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
that. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
That was fun.
ChatGPT really had to be a bit liberal with the truth when it was writing that story, and it was
Yeah, I
talking
bet.
about how Rayman admired Liz Truss's intellect and all this. And I was like, "What intellect? What are you talking about?" Oh dear. All right. Sorry, go on, Phil. Do the countdown then.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Elsa.
Elmo.
Indiana Jones.
Okay,
there we
we've got
go then.
Elsa from Frozen, Elmo, and Indiana Jones. Okay, so 3 very good characters there. Right, what genre of story shall we try and get it to write? Because we've done like horror, we've done romance, we've done sort of
Pick us a genre. Pick us a genre, Connor.
Comedy.
Comedy. There we go.
comedy. Okay, please write to us a comedy story featuring Elsa from Frozen, Elmo, and Indiana Jones.
It's
All
gonna be
right.
funny.
Let's see what odd things it produces here. Once upon a time, in the enchanting kingdom of Arendelle, Elsa decided she needed a break from her queenly duties. Tired of managing ice and ruling over talking snowmen, she decided to embark on an adventurous vacation. She never heard of a legendary treasure hidden in a mysterious temple, and who better to help her navigate through perilous situations than the renowned adventurer Indiana Jones? Elsa sent a magical snowflake message to Indy, and soon enough the rugged archaeologist found himself in the Wintry Kingdom. As they were discussing their plan, a cheerful voice echoed through the snow-covered hills. It was none other than Elmo, who had somehow managed to hitch a ride on Elsa's magical ice carriage. Elmo wants to join the adventure too, the red furry monster exclaimed, bouncing with excitement. I'm not going to try and make my voice high-pitched for that thing, but Elsa, amused by Elmo's enthusiasm, agreed to let him tag along. The trio set off on a journey that blended icy landscapes with ancient ruins, creating a sight that was as breathtaking as it was comical. It doesn't really say what was comical about it, but sure. As they reached the temple, Elsa used her ice powers to create a bridge over a treacherous chasm. Elmo, being Elmo, couldn't resist sliding across the ice bridge, giggling uncontrollably. Indiana Jones, trying to maintain his cool demeanour, found himself slipping and sliding as well, much to Elsa's amusement. Inside the temple, they encountered booby traps and puzzles that tested both their wits and, in Elmo's case, his patience. Elsa's ice powers came in handy, freezing obstacles in their tracks. Indiana Jones, with his trusty whip, swung across gaps and narrowly avoided collapsing floors. In one room, they discovered a chamber filled with talking, enchanted artifacts. One ancient snow globe complained about being cold all the time, while a chatty idol continuously cracked jokes. Elmo, always the friendly monster, engaged in a lively conversation with the enchanted objects, leaving Indy and Elsa in stitches. Finally, at the heart of the temple, they found the legendary treasure. It wasn't gold or jewels, but a magical artifact that could bring warmth to even the coldest hearts. Elmo, Elsa, and Indiana Jones decided to use its power to throw a grand party back in Arendelle, inviting everyone from talking snowmen to enchanted artifacts, and so the Kingdom of Arendelle celebrated, with Elsa, Elmo, and Indiana Jones at the centre of the festivities. The unlikely trio had not only found treasure, but also formed an enduring friendship forged through laughter and icy adventures. And as the northern lights danced in the sky, they toasted to the magic of unlikely alliances and the joy of a good laugh. I'm going to be honest, not so much a comedy story, but I mean, there were sort of,
No.
It didn't really make us laugh.
Funny things happened.
Yes. Just imagine the funny things, ladies and gents.
I love the fact that you can make these stories out of characters who you wouldn't even conceive being with one another at all.
No.
That's the great thing about it.
Yeah. Problem is, whenever I think of Elmo nowadays, I just think of that friggin' Tickle Me Elmo toy that we talked about in that Surrey Being London episode that one time. And then I think of one of their Game Grumps Power Hour videos where they basically messed around with one of them, and like they sort of like cut open the back of it and pulled out its little like voice box thing that it has. It's really weird. But, yeah. It's just weird. It's like they've got this switch knife and they're like slowly cutting it open, and of course because it's Tickle Me Elmo, and as soon as you touch it, it starts giggling. So it's like as they're cutting it, it's just like giggling away. It's really strange video. Funny but strange.
Oh, that does sound funny. Yeah.
Indeed.
That was a fantastic story, though. I enjoyed that.
You enjoyed it, did you? Yes. Indeed. Well, imagine plenty of jokes throughout that, ladies and gents. All right, what are we going to get it to do next? We've done the story time. What now?
Can we do?
Sorry, I'm just drinking tea in the background as well. Got to go a bit down because it's getting a bit lukewarm and all that.
Nice. I've got Vimto.
How do you stop tea from being lukewarm?
Well, you heat it up or gulp it down, Phil. That's what you do. That's the answer to that. Oh, actually, no, you're asking me to put that in as a question, weren't you?
Yes, ask ChatGPT.
God damn, I thought that was addressed right at me. How do you stop a cup of tea from becoming lukewarm? Alright, ChatGPT, hit me up with your suggestions. Involves minimising heat loss. Use a thermal mug or insulated cup. Preheat your cup. Use a cosy or sleeve. Cover your cup. Choose the right cup material. Keep the lid on. Use a tea cozy or towel. Add a hot plate or mug warmer. Choose a double-walled glass. Okay. Limit exposure to air. Well,
there you go. You should have followed those. You should have followed those tips.
Yeah, why didn't you just
playing at?
You should have just done that from the beginning.
Should have just always been limiting the exposure of my tea to the air by holding my hand over it all times, and then just friggin' doing these videos one-handed and all that. All right. So
exactly.
It's so easy, forehead. There we are. All right. What else can we ask it to do?
It's so easy, forehead.
Yeah, you never heard that expression before, Phil? It's what all the cool kids these days are doing. Forehead, as in like face palming. Yeah.
Yeah, like use your brain, like forehead.
Phil doesn't know the current sayings. Forehead. There we are. You see, like that.
Forehead? I've never heard of that.
Well,
forehead.
To be honest, it's pretty niche. I've only heard a couple of people do it.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah.
Ask it about modern day slang.
Okay.
God, yeah, how much do you know about that?
Yes. Please help us become hip and down with the kids on modern slang. There we go. See, I tried to be down with the kids as I made that question. There we are. I can help you with some modern slang terms.
Oh, here we go.
Lit, Used to describe something exciting, excellent, or impressive. That party was so lit.
Oh
Savage.
yes, ChatGPT.
Yes. Acting in a bold, audacious, or fearless manner. She's so savage, she called him out in front of everyone. Flex, yeah, to show off or boast about something, often related to one's achievements or possessions. True. Cap, I've never heard of. To lie or exaggerate. He's capping about meeting a celebrity. I've never heard anyone say that one
I
before.
have heard it. Yeah, I've sort of heard of that one. It's not commonly used.
FOMO, fear of missing out. Yep, heard that one. Familiar with that. GOAT, greatest of all time. Describe someone as something exceptionally great. Yeah, I've heard people
Yeah,
say
there's
that.
a lot of that in like the greatest like video games.
Yeah.
Some people say that. I've heard that. Oh, this is the goatist game.
Yes. Actually, having said that, would that be, if you to say the goatest of all time, would that be one of those things where you've put like a redundant sort of
Yeah.
affix to it, kind of, because obviously it stands for greatest of all time, so it's like you're saying greatest of all timest, sort of, kind of, if that
Yeah,
makes sense.
well, there's a lot of those things in normal, like,
Yeah,
like
yes.
when people go, oh, I'm going to enter my PIN number.
Yeah.
Hey? So you're going to enter
Or
your
the
personal
ATM
identification number. Yeah.
There
Or
we
the automated teller machine.
Yeah. Ghosting, to suddenly stop communicating. Yeah, of course.
That's
Tea.
heard that
Oh
one
yeah,
many,
spill
yeah.
the tea on what happened last night. Gossip information. Yeah, I've heard that one. Sus. To figure something out or understand. I need to suss out what's going on here. Nah, that's not what that means.
That's
Sus
not
is
what that
clearly a
means.
reference to Among Us. Here we are.
Oh, that's such a funny game, that, because I remember when it was like first released, no one gave it hide nor hair of attention,
Yeah.
and then when COVID hit, bang,
Everyone
did it
loved
hit, and the dirt is gone. No,
Even when you're just not expecting it, old Barry Scott always creeps into the damn
I know.
conversation, doesn't he?
bloody hell, piss off, Barry Scott.
Yes.
You've had your time on TV. We don't need to see you again.
Sounds a bit sus, I'm just saying. There we are. Vibe refers to the atmosphere or mood. Yeah, of course. No cap to emphasise what you're saying is true. Again, not heard that one, but hey. Slay, to do something exceptionally well or to look amazing. Yeah, I've heard that one before as well.
Yeah, we've got some interesting slang for this intro. Like, if you said that to people now who are in the ages of 50, 60, they're like, "What the hell is going on?"
I don't have a clue. I'm trying to think actually. Was there any sort of slang when we were kids, back in the sort of 90s, that you remember which probably would mystify the young people these days?
Rad.
I think rad. Okay.
That's a big thing.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else?
We had one where, like, if you roasted someone, you buoyed them.
Boyd them. Okay.
You go, oh, buoyed.
Never heard that one.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah, that sounds something similar actually, Connor. I can remember something like that. I was just trying to remember when I was in secondary school and all that. What the main thing was. All I can bloody remember is all the things that people did and brought in, like Scoobies and all that. And that's all I can really remember when people used to get into all that sort of stuff.
Indeed, yes. I'm trying to think. In my high school, I remember kids sort of using the word tax, or I tax this or I tax that, and it's like, this is mine or something. Like, you see something lying on a desk somewhere, and it's like, mine. There we go. I tax it. There we are. It's like a
Shotgun. It's like shotgun,
Yeah,
I suppose.
I suppose they're like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, strange one. God, it probably is the case that even between high schools there was probably different slang that people use and all that. But yes, right. What else?
Oh, I remember. You know one I remember? Ream. To ream someone.
To ream
Ream.
someone.
Yeah, ream. In our, we had ream someone meant to basically either it had sort of two meanings. One was to take the piss out of someone, or one was to basically beat them up into submission.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. Right. That's an interesting one. Never heard that one before.
But in a more spelled the same way as the term REAM, which I believe is 500 sheets of paper. I think a ream. Yeah.
Might be. Yeah. Okay. What else do we want to ask it to do? So yeah, I'm sorry. Just to take a quick sort of aside for a moment. I'm just looking down at the bottom left there where it says upgrade, and I know Phil, you were saying that about does ChatGPT-4 do image generation? I've just realised it says you can get GPT-4, DALL-E, and more, and I'm pretty sure DALL-E actually is the AI that does image generation. now that I think
well,
about it.
I've just noticed the top there where it says ChatGPT 3.5. There's a little arrow. What does that do? That little arrow.
I think you can pay for the.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
version.
includes DALL-E. There it is, browsing
go.
and more.
I see.
Oh, that would be so good if we can get an image.
Yeah.
We have to pay for that.
Indeed, because that would probably be their most up-to-date version of DALL-E, which would probably be a really good one. It can generate damn good images, unlike some of the plethora of smaller ones like Crayon and DALL-E Mini, which often just produce very wibbly-wobbly, weird, cursed-looking images half the time.
Why do we ask ChatGPT? Can you pay for ChatGPT 4 for us?
Can you pay for access to ChatGPT 4 for us? Pay with your own cyberbucks? Well, that was a pretty predictable response right there.
Come on, ChatGPT. No, why can't you? Just for us.
Doesn't even know about himself.
No. We once asked it about ChatGPT 4. I think it was just me and Phil. It was just us two, wasn't it? And yeah, it didn't have a clue. It didn't know what to tell us. So it's like, what? There's a better version of me out there somewhere? Yes, it's like you, ChatGPT 3.5, but better in every way.
Yeah, because images would be so fun to mess around with.
Yeah.
'Cause you could,
Well, maybe that's an idea actually for a future video. I'll try and find like one of these other image generators that's free, even if it is one of the ones that sort of sometimes comes out with really cursed imagery, and we can just have a right laugh at it, giving it silly prompts, things
yeah,
like that.
that's an idea.
That's good.
Yeah, like Crayon or something, because that's a good one. That's one I've experimented with before, just in terms of, I think I did one on my propagandist channel, where I got it to try and produce like cursed anime images, and it made some real nightmare fuel
God.
it made.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it was good. Right, what else do we want to ask it to do? What is it to do?
How about we let's think. Create a new character for Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
A new character for Everybody's Gone to Rapture. That's
That'd be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
Considering that you don't really even see them so much.
I don't see them, but there are still characters.
Yeah. If we introduce a new character, let's create someone with a unique background. Oh god, it's scrolling down. A potential connection to the unfolding narrative named Dr. Evelyn Harper. Okay. She is a brilliant astrophysicist, part of an international research team studying celestial anomalies. Expertise in the field of quantum physics led her to investigate a peculiar energy signature emanating from the observatory near the fictional village of Yorton. Known for a relentless pursuit of knowledge, she arrived just days before the mysterious event that caused the disappearance of the population. She's in her mid-40s, tousled auburn hair, round glasses that often slip down her nose as she delves into her work. She wears a weathered leather jacket, a collection of unique pendants from her global travels, and carries a well-worn leather satchel containing research notes and a vintage compass. She's pragmatic and inquisitive. Dedication to scientific discovery sometimes clashes with her empathetic nature, especially as she uncovers the emotional aftermath of the mysterious event in Yorton. Despite her commitment to logic and reason, she's haunted by a sense of responsibility to understand and potentially undo the strange occurrences. Her role in the story is as she arrives to investigate the anomaly. She becomes a central character in uncovering the secrets of the village. As she explores the deserted streets and encounters fragments of memories left behind, she begins to piece together the timeline of events and understands the profound impact of the mysterious force. She has a keen intellect. She can decipher complex scientific data scattered throughout Yorton. Her unique perspective sheds light on the cause of the event and its implications. However, her journey also involves personal introspection. She grapples with the emotional fallout and tries to comprehend the human stories intertwined with the cosmic mystery. As players guide Dr. Harper through the ethereal landscapes of Yorton, they uncover both the scientific and emotional dimensions of the enigma, providing a richer narrative to the atmospheric and thought-provoking world of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Basically, it sounds like it's created a replacement protagonist for the story.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, because isn't that kind of
similar, yeah.
what you already do to some extent in that game? Yeah. Well,
Interesting character, though. Yeah.
What I do kind of like, though, because we've done this a couple of times, where we ask it to create an original character for a franchise, it always sort of like divides it into these sections where it has background, appearance, personality, role, abilities, etc., etc. So it certainly has a certain template that it likes to use when it's devising new characters for things. Yeah, which is always a good way of organising.
Very clever.
information.
That's what I would say.
You would say it's very clever indeed. In that case, let's tell it that. Let's give it a compliment. Phil says you are very clever in capitals. I don't know why I've put them like that, but there we are. And it says thank you. If Phil has any questions or if there's anything specific he'd like to know or discuss, feel free to let me know.
Oh well, ChatGPT. I think I'm falling in love with you. Oh,
all right. Phil is oh god, let me try typing that in. We've reached the inevitable point where we now start getting flirtatious with the AI, ladies and gentlemen. Is now falling in love with you. There we go. Add that. Yeah, I appreciate the sentiment, but it's important to remember that I'm just a computer program. I don't have emotions or the capacity for personal relationships. My purpose is to provide information and assistance. If Phil has any questions or needs information,
Sad
I'm always
face.
happy to help. There we are. Basically, you just got friend zoned by the AI, Phil.
I did.
How do you feel about that? Yes.
Not good.
Indeed.
How could they? Oh no, help me.
I'm going to like that response from ChatGPT there. What do you like about the response? Phil got
a sad face.
Sad face. There we are. Submit feedback. Boom. It's on. There we go. So we've
How
just
about this?
reinforced it.
How about this? I had a haircut today. What do you think to that, ChatGPT?
Phil had a haircut today. It's funny you say that. I've had a haircut today as well.
I need a haircut.
Ah, you're letting the side down, Connor. You were supposed to there say, "Oh, I had a haircut as well."
Yeah.
Think of his
Well,
haircut.
right. We'll have to resume this later on. We'll wait till Connor gets his haircut.
Oh well, too late. Well, it just says it doesn't have the ability to see anything. However, if Phil is pleased
Yes,
with his
thank
new
you,
haircut,
ChatGPT.
that's what
Yes,
matters.
that's what matters most. I am ChatGPT. Thank you for saying that.
Yes, there we go. Well, you know what? I think on that bombshell we've done about half an hour-ish there, which is probably a
Yeah.
decent array, a decent amount of stuff for an episode. So yes, everybody, laugh at Phil below in the comments for being friend-zoned by a computer program. Yeah,
Well, it was going to happen, wasn't it?
It was
Not
gonna
like
happen.
computer camera's going to
it wouldn't matter.
Phil got reamed.
Oh, there we are.
got reamed. Yeah, there we go.
Indeed, yes. All right. Well, thank you for joining me then, you two.
ChatGPT fun once again. It's always. Oh, I love it. I really do.
Yes, there you go. All right, well, in that case, we'll start wrapping up here. So Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with a link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. If you enjoyed, a like is always appreciated and all that jazz. Other than that, I'm signing off now. And in fact, it's the two of them signing off as well, isn't it? So it's goodbye from Phil.
Bye now. Bye. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. And all the other sorts of byes.
And it's goodbye from Connor.
Slay gamers.
Oh, there we go. All right, goodbye, everybody. Oh. Wow. Testing out the dummy. Wow. What's it called? Detective Turret? Wow. We've got defective turrets. Maybe I tried. Wow. Defective turret, that's what it says. I don't know why I said detective outside. Can I go through that? You didn't hit anything defective turret. Wow.